Single replacement reactions. We know we have a single replacement when you have an element plus a compound. For single replacement reactions, not all of them happen. You have to check the activity series to see if a reaction actually takes place. The activity series is the list of elements based on how reactive they are. If the element is not as reactive as the one it's trying to replace, it's not as high on the list as the one it's trying to replace, the reaction does not occur. Chlorine, Cl, is a diatomic, so it's Cl2. The word and means plus. Sodium bromide. Sodium is +1, bromine is -1, so that is NaBr. The element chlorine is a halogen. It's in group 17. So if we look at our reference table, this is a single replacement halide-halide, so 3D. So the element would be labeled D. The compound is Bc, and it would turn into Bd plus C. So chlorine is trying to replace bromine. So we look on the activity series in our reference table. At the top is the activity series for halogens. Chlorine is above bromine, so this reaction takes place. B in the problem is sodium. D is chlorine. Chlorine has a charge of -1. So we get NaCl plus Br. Bromine is a diatomic, so it's Br2. Now we need to balance. 2 chlorines, 1 chlorine. That gives me 2 sodiums, 1 sodium. 2 bromines, 2 bromines. It's balanced. Aluminum, and means plus. Copper 2 nitrate, Cu plus 2, NO3 -1. Cross your charges, Cu, NO3, 2. The element is a metal, so this is a metal-metal replacement, or 3A. The element would be A, the compound Bc, and so we would get AC plus B. So aluminum is trying to replace copper. So we look at our list of activity series of metals, and we see if aluminum is above copper. It is, so the reaction takes place. So we would say aluminum and nitrate, cross our charges, AlNO3, 3, plus Cu. I like to balance the polyatomics first. I have 3 and 2, so I'm going to make them both 6. That gives me 2 aluminum, 3 copper. The next one is calcium and hydrochloric acid. So calcium is Ca, and is my plus, hydrochloric acid. Acids all start with hydrogen. Because it says hydro, that tells me that it's just 2 elements, hydrogen and chlorine. So Ca, the element, is a metal. So this is an active metal, replaces H from an acid. So we're following along with 3C. The element would be labeled M, H, X, Mx plus H2. So we look on our activity series. Is calcium above the line that says acid? That would be the third line from the bottom, or the second long arrow. Calcium is above the line for replacing hydrogen from acid, so this reaction takes place. M is calcium. X is chlorine in this problem, so I would cross my charges and then say plus H2. So to balance it, I have 2 chlorines, 1 chlorine, multiply by 2, 2 hydrogens, it's balanced. Sodium is Na, and is plus, water, H2O. So I have a metal reacting with water. So this would be the active metal replaces hydrogen from water, or 3B. The metal is labeled M plus H2O is going to go to MOH, that is hydroxide, plus H2. So sodium has a charge of, we need to check first. So we look at the activity series. Is sodium above the line for water? Yes. So the reaction takes place. Sodium has a charge of +1. Hydroxide has a charge of -1. Cross your charges, NaOH plus H2. So we have 1 Na, 1 Na, 3 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens. If I put a 2 here, that gives me 4 hydrogens. A 2 there would give me 4 hydrogens. 2 sodiums, 2 sodiums, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens, it's balanced. Potassium bromide. Potassium is K plus 1. Bromine is Br minus 1. So we have KBr, and is a plus sign. Iodine is a diatomic, so it's I2. The element iodine is a halogen, so we're following along with 3D. The halogen is labeled D, and the compound is labeled BC. So that is going to turn into BD plus C. So we check, is iodine higher than bromine? So we look on our activity series for halogens, and iodine is actually under bromine. So this is no reaction.